Before I get started with the review, I do want to address the SAG-AFTRA and the WGA strike. We're in Canada here, so it's not affecting us too much, but I do want to make it clear that we stand in solidarity with those striking. We do believe that the studios are hoarding all their money and not being fair and not paying people properly and not treating people properly. So please, if you can, look into it, educate yourselves, and stand with them, because it's important that we have writers and actors in our movies, because otherwise, what are we going to watch? We're going to watch paint dry? We're going to watch water boil? I mean, I'd love to hand out Oscars to my cats, but they're not worthy. I'm sorry I said that, guys. I love you so much. Please support the WGA and the SAG-AFTRA strike any way you can. And let's get writers and actors back in there, paid properly, treated properly, please. Welcome back to Same But Different, and this is going to be a solo review of the new Mission Impossible movie, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Seems to be a little bit of a fad lately to split your movies up into two parts. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm happy to say that in this movie it definitely works. And that gives it a nice little wrap up at the end, but also leaves you wanting to see how the story finishes. To compare, as much as I loved Into the Spider-Verse, it left you on an ending that was much like a cliffhanger. I was left thinking, what is that it? Come on. What? No. Give me an answer. What? This one is a nice contained story and can exist on its own, which I appreciated. It's going to be spoiler free, so don't worry about that. Come on in. Enjoy the review, and if you like the video, if you like movies, if you like everything entertainment, please subscribe to the channel. We love you for it. Like the video, tell your friends. We want to create a nice community of everybody who loves movies. Let's do that. And let's dive right into my spoiler-free review of Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Here we go. Tom Cruise is back again for Mission Impossible, and it is a familiar ride. We're all familiar with Mission Impossible, but for some reason, somehow, they keep giving us fresh feeling movies. I'm walking away from each Mission Impossible movie being like, that was some of the greatest action I've ever seen, and some action I've never seen before, which feels nice. In this little soiree in Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise and friends have gotten mixed up in a little bit of a government scheme to try and attain an AI. This AI knows every possible outcome that could ever exist and operates based off of that. The US government and the rest of the world has determined that whoever gets the hands on this AI will be the most powerful governing power ever. The US, being the US, thinks we want it. We're gonna have that power. We'll be all right with it. Don't worry. We all know that's probably not true. But the US government's operating under the pretense that all the other governments too will want it and weaponize it. So they want to get it first. Tom Cruise and crew. His crew can be literally Tom Cruise. That's so funny. They realize that this power should not be in anybody's hands, and therefore they want to find it to destroy it. Now listen, this is an amazing time in the movies. If you have the chance, please, please, please go see this movie in theaters on the biggest screen you possibly can, because it deserves it. There are a lot of movies where I go to see them in theater. I'm just like, oh, they're just a big spectacle. I want to see them because I want to attack my senses. But like, this movie was made with the theater going experience in mind. It deserves to be seen on a big screen. What's amazing to me is we've come so far in this franchise. This is what do we got? Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, Ghost Protocol, Fallout, Dead Reckoning? Am I missing one? I think that's it. We've come so far in this franchise, and you would think after so many movies, you'd get tired of it and it would get stale, but it's not. It's not stale yet. It's just still such a fun time at the movies, and it blows my mind. And because we've come so far with these characters, you feel like you're part of the crew. You're dropped into the scenario with familiar faces, and you're like, yeah, this is where I belong. My buddies. This movie has super exciting set pieces, amazing stunts, to be expected. A Mission Impossible movie is synonymous with epic Tom Cruise stunts, because we know he does this shit for real. Mission Impossible movies in the past, especially Fallout, they have been bigger in their stunts. This movie, however, still delivers big stunts. Don't get me wrong. I was fucking floored with the train scene at the end, but it's deeper. I really appreciate that. On an emotional and character-based level, it's a deeper movie. Doesn't hold back on the action, but it is a deeper movie than the predecessors. Even the conversations in this film feel high octane and pulse pounding. Everybody is in on the conversation. It's so funny watching some conversations in this movie. One person is learning information and you have three or four people giving them bullet points of what's going on, and they're just finishing each other's sentences, and it's so fun. Literally never a dull moment in this movie. Like I said in the synopsis, they up the ante with the villain in this one. It is an AI villain. It's not human, and we can all gang up and hate it together. The AI is the main baddie, and it's hiring, quote unquote, hiring humans to be its second in command to kind of like dish out its evilness. The main human bad guy is just kind of doing its bidding, and it's really interesting, and I want to know why he's doing it, what his connection to the AI is for him to want to be doing this. He's just an evil dude. Also, didn't really appreciate how they introduced a newer villain into this world by explaining that he's from Ethan's past. We've been with Ethan Hunt for so long. It would have been nice for them to grab somebody from the past that we've experienced. They go back even further than the IMF, saying before Ethan even became some super secret awesome dude, there was a bad guy. And we learned that in this movie. Kind of forced, kind of shoehorned. The villain was still cool though, so I forgave it. While we're on me complaining about stuff, there's one other thing. No, there's two other things. One of the main things, a lot of the time it was very convenient. Things happened that were so convenient it was laughable. And you know what? Mission Impossible has always been like that. It's kind of been the charm. In this movie, I felt myself pointing those things out quite often. There is one scenario, and I'm not going to spoil it, but so many different possibilities of coming in and saving the day. Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise's character, happened to choose the right path at the right time with the right person, and it was like totally random but convenient. There's some parts where I'm just like, that was awesome, but no way. And the last thing that I want to complain about, one of my other gripes, as much as I love all these characters and as much as I love their chemistry together and how well they work together on screen, I really wish that we would get some sort of development with these characters, some sort of backstory, some sort of emotional arc with any of them, because up until this point, from what I remember, all of the characters in Mission Impossible movies serve Ethan Hunt. And I know it's ideal for your side characters to kind of build up your protagonist, but it's getting to the point where the side characters just feel sidelined. And I don't want that in my side characters. I want to be able to feel for my side characters. At this moment, I just feel for them because they're his friends and they're funny. I need to feel more. Honestly, all in all, I just have so much fun with these movies. This is why I love movies. I love movies. I just had so much fun, and I want to have fun. There are some movies where you want to analyze it and be dramatic about it and whatever. That's fine. The Oscar fodder. Cool. I like those movies too, but I love going to the theater and having fun. And I thank you, Tom Cruise, for allowing us to do that, and everybody involved with this movie. It was just so much fun, and I really want to watch it again. I want to watch the whole franchise, back to back, front to front, whatever, over again. And I'm giving Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 an 8.5 out of 10. That's how much I enjoyed this film. Really, please, go see it. It's incredible. And I'm hearing that next time Tom Cruise wants to go even further and physically go out into space to film either the entire movie or just the scene, I'll be happy with just a scene. Man, is there anything this guy can't do? The answer is yes, but I've yet to see it, so keep it coming. If you like the review or you want to see future reviews, please hit subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, do whatever you need to do in order to get our content into your eyeballs, because we love doing it and we love talking movies. Comment below if you've seen the movie. I would love to talk to you about it. It sounded very William Shatner of me. Have an amazing day, and we will see you next time on Same But Different. Don't forget to watch Incendies for next Monday. Our Canadian month continues. Bye! Tom Cruise and crew. His crew can be literally Tom Cruise. That's so funny.